Hi, Prakash. This is um, this is Ryan. So I just wanted to show you some things. I kind of had to do a video of um, what I've been doing just to show you everything. Um, so I did some uh, did a little research and got some buildings, kind of in texture them, kind of how I, how I would think that you'd be interested in. There's about 8 buildings. They stack on top of one another, so you can make different buildings. Of course, no real details. Got a little bit of sand dunes here. But what I wanted to show you here, and what has to be, because there's some animation. So we were talking about cloth and how to implement it in. So the OB cloth, it looks to me like there's a certain amount of assets that you have that will be able to work with the plugin and everything. And it's not something we can. I don't think we can really apply. Maybe, but from what I read and from what I understand, it comes with certain assets that have it applied to them already. But um, but for one, there is Alembic files too, and I found the plugin that's free, that can apply into um, that can apply right into the set. So I just did a little camera movement here to just to show you that, you know kind of what I've done. As you can see, the right here, the how they hit the wind hits them. um, Buildings, you can build it. That altar, I had to totally reconstruct the inside of it to make it work, but was able to retexture it. Notice how I redid that building to make it look, I think, more like similar to what you'd want. And as you can see here, that's kind of what it looks like, and I think that'd be plenty well enough. The only thing is it's on a timeline, so it can be shut off and turned on and randomized and stuff like that. It can All the Alembic files are just any kind of FBX motion files, so it can be applied to trees, overgrowth, anything. Just you pull in the Alembic file and then you texture it. So it's not super hard. It just takes once you get all the implementation into it, and it's really easy. It pretty much automatically does it. This is all in 2018.4.6. So this is the version that you wanted to use. So this should transfer right over to you with no problem too. So you'll have all this. I don't know if you want to use it. I built some walkways. I built some arches, um, and just to show you, because I had built so many things to really show you what's kind of going on. I really needed to build an animation. Another thing that I wanted to mention is so that's how that looks in Unity. Looks pretty good, I think. This is the sacred tree, that I did, just because I thought that if we don't use it here, we could use it somewhere. I thought it looked really good. I'm kind of working with techniques on the leaves. That's pretty high intensive leaves, but they just look so good. So I don't. It's kind of like deciding on how much, how many polygons we can use. Some ferns I did earlier, just for another set I'm doing for assets. I put those in just to show you. But this right here, this dirt, this is a substance painter. So the good thing about being, and this is another free plugin you can download. I'll send it to you probably with the file too. It should load in with the file, but if not, you could download it for free off the asset store. Um, the only plugins I used were the double-sided shaders that you can download for free. This it's called Substance in Unity, and it's uh, it's just lets you apply them. So this is a surface. This is just a surface I apply, and you can just drop and drag that on there. The good thing about this is you can blend. This is just an asset, and you can blend this dirt with. You can switch all the parameters. You can any parameters that this substance has, you can change. So if you want to add a little more moss, whatever, you can. If it has that parameter. Just real quick, I just wanted to real quickly show you. So I took those off, made it a little more, just made it a little more, I think, of what you kind of were looking for. This, I added that one you gave me here, so it's kind of got a little metallic on it. This texture here, I retextured these, so I was able to retexture that. But see, look at that. And so that's that one thing, and we can do that with them too. It's just kind of until we decide what we kind of color scheme we want. I added more color to it. It's pretty easy. When I took it into Unity, you can change all these colors. I just changed the colors in Unity with the spectral. The spectral, you can change the color, and so I just changed the color, and then of course that's added in color, but. On the texture, and then I retexture it, and it looks, I think, pretty dang good for retexturing stone. And then we can break up any of these temples. We can break them up and use them and wherever we want. And then of course, the cloths, we can add whatever texture that is necessary. I made a palm tree. Figured we could use some palm trees somewhere. So made that, figured that would be useful to you, and then about 8 different buildings that you can stack and make a civilization. And then, roadways, really, it's basically you can do whatever you can just build and build and build, and then just put some mountains. The skybox is just generic skybox, but then put some mountains in there to give it. I think it looks really good with the shading and everything. I think it looks really good. I don't think it's going to be too difficult. It's just a matter of time, because then you've got to add in right here. You got to add in all the assets for the NPCs, and might not use this particular thing, but. Roadways, pathways can be all added in however you need. But that's kind of what direction I've been going since you've been gone, and since for the last couple months I've been working on all this stuff, making it look, I think, pretty nice. Okay, man. Hey, talk to you soon. Okay, bye bye.